St. Patrick's Day. Last year, I was screwed over before I could do this, but this year I guess I have to. Okay, we're reviewing Leprechaun 4 in space.
The movie being released February 25th, 1997, 2 years after the last movies, and also again was directed by Brian Tenegard Smith,
who did a really good job directing the last one. How I thought that one was theatrical for a long time, but this movie is in space, so yeah, that's not gonna help.
Which means, yeah, they ran out of ideas, as Lep wants to be the king, so he captures a princess, but some Marines take his bride, so he goes to get her and get his gold back and kill him.
And I couldn't tell you more about this movie, just I feel like it's better that I show you. Anyway, let's get into Leprechaun 4 in space.
Okay, so anyway, the movie begins in outer space with some really crappy CGI.
And of course, it's gonna be crappy. It's a crappy, low-budget horror movie sequel that takes place in space. Of course, this doesn't help at all because they could have made it so the movie didn't take place in space, and then the effects wouldn't look as bad at least.
But there are some Marines on the ship getting ready for a mission to destroy a alien.
Oh, and they never called the Leprechaun a Leprechaun. They always call it a creature or a monster or something like that. They never call it Leprechaun at all, which is likely that it was a different script and it wasn't originally intended to be a Leprechaun movie.
But luckily, the Leprechaun is still played by Warwick Davis.
Good evening.
Which means, even if I hate this movie, I'll still like Warwick's performance at least.
An angel's voice sends pleasure to every part of my being.
As Lep has captured Princess Serena because he wants to be king and he wants to feel big.
Which is one thing the Lep will never be. He will always be short. Even with all the gold in the world, he couldn't make himself tall.
So the Marines get to the Krabby Planet, which actually does look much worse than Detroit. But anyway, there's a new girl there for science stuff, so Books has to babysit the cupcake while the rest of them look for Lep, but one of them finds his gold.
Ah, so Lep uses a green lightsaber. Okay, that means that he's strong in the Force, which does make sense. And he's not evil enough to make the lightsaber go red, so he's too evil, at least.
Lucky!
Okay, dude, that's your own fault, because once you heard Lep's lightsaber go off, which you definitely should be able to hear, you should have moved.
So there's a gunfight, of course, and I'm not sure why Lep is using the gun, because he has magic powers, but whatever. The princess gets in their way, so the Lep has to save her.
And he definitely isn't dead. The movie's only been going on for 15 minutes so far, so yeah, he's definitely not dead. And also, I doubt there's going to be any four-leaf clovers in space. But I guess iron would work.
But anyway, they think the Lep is dead, so this dude pisses on his body, but something feels weird. But anyway, they can go celebrate by partying and getting drunk. So anyway, she goes to shake hands with the big guy, but something gets a little weird once his bulge gets really big.
And, Lep just came out of some dude's boner. I'm not sure if that's extremely stupid or darkly funny. I guess it's both.
Let that be a lesson to you, lad. Always wear a prophylactic.
Well, Lep, she was only going to give him a hand job, so a condom wouldn't have been necessary.
So the Lep goes to screw with her a bit.
I'm not gonna hurt ya. Nah, I'm not gonna hurt ya. The hell I'm not.
With a pretty good John Wayne impression. I mean, sure, this movie might be, well, crap, but at least Warwick Davis is giving us all, and hell, he does a really damn good job.
Small though I am, mighty is my spirit when bloody battle calls. Come at me with what you will.
Oh, this scene isn't important at all. If I wanted to edit this out, I easily could do, and I'm not sure if anybody would really complain. But Warwick Davis does such a good job, and I just can't edit that out. It's actually really damn good.
I am eternal as the sun. I am 1,000 demons from hell. Death and destruction are my game.
Oh, and he never calls himself a leprechaun here either. I do have that to say.
Agony is my name.
But back with the stuff I really don't care much about, Book says to Cupcake that he isn't dumb, but anyway, there's something I actually do care about on the ship.
Damn, 21st century and they still can't dance.
Oh, and that's Miguel Nunez, who you might remember from Return of the Living Dead, which I did review recently, and also Friday the 13th Part 5, where he sung in the toilet.
Oh,
Hey, you okay?
oh, some damn enchiladas. Ooh, baby, ooh, baby, ooh, baby, ooh, baby.
And he's my favorite character in this movie besides the Leprechaun.
It's alive!
But anyway, Harold is being like a fucking complete asshole.
Yeah, please don't be like Harold. Harold's an asshole.
But anyway, because of this, he learns that the princess has a healing factor.
Which could be a very useful ability with Lep on board, but it's not used. At least not really.
But anyway, Lep uses this opportunity to cut Mooch so the bacteria can start eating him alive. And Book tries to save him, but yeah, he's too late.
Book, are you alright?
It's Mooch.
Damn, those things work fast. They ate his ass in under a minute. God damn.
But since another Marine is dead, Hooker wants to leave, and since their contracts expire soon, they can, but Mithan will not allow it, and comes out of the curtain like the Wizard of Oz.
You look much taller in person.
And yeah, I should have talked about him earlier, but I avoided the subject because, well, he annoys me. I mean, I really don't like this guy. It's just his voice. It's just so fucking annoying.
Thank you, Harold. I'll do the jokes.
But they end up agreeing on killing the Leprechaun.
One more thing. If I lose any more of my troops, your ass is grass. If you even got an ass.
Well, I assume that he doesn't have an ass anymore, but he has to shit somehow, so kick him wherever the hell that is.
But anyway, the Lep has another monologue, which is slightly important, where he says that he will kill the princess, so he has everything. So anyway, one of the Marines doesn't want to fight the Lep and isn't taking any chances.
Which would be understandable if he wasn't a Marine, since Marines, they can die at any point. So it doesn't make too much sense that he's worried about dying, because he could have died at any point.
But anyway, with these two, Hooker says a joke about the guy who died earlier.
Come to think of it, when it's my time to go, I hope I'm standing tall just like he was.
Yeah, his dick was ripped apart. I don't think that sounds like a fun death.
Really?
Damn, you moved on pretty quickly.
But the Lep decides to go to these two and tries to burn their buns to a crisp. But they get away.
But I'll roast you yet. This barbecue's only just begun.
Oh, there's no joke here. I just wanted to show this clip because I like it.
But back with these two, they are separated so that Danny can find the Leprechaun, talking about safety and showing what not to do.
Be very careful when handling sharp instruments. Oh, as Shakespeare said, shit happens.
He's teaching you not to purposely cut your fingers off with scissors or purposely burn yourself because, yeah, that's something you shouldn't do, you dumb fucking kids.
But Danny tries to reason with Lep and kill him, but yeah, that was a trap.
Which, yeah, Danny double-crossing the Leprechaun was pretty obvious, and also Leprechaun tricking Danny was also obvious, so yeah, you should have saw this coming.
Oh, smashing, simply smashing, oh.
But then there's another monologue, but not in the Lep, but it's Mithan saying it this time.
Which, yeah, I really don't care about the scene, because I find Mitten Hand really annoying, but there is one thing that I do have to say.
Did you know that I was once considered quite dashing?
Really?
That is a dirty fucking lie!
But the rest of the Marines find each other for the girl to get separated, so that the Lep can play Little Piggy with her.
Which is a fun game, as long as you're the one that's not gonna fall.
And this little piggy went all the way home.
Oh, come on, girl. Play along with the Lep. You should have screamed wee 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 while falling down.
Kill him.
Wait, how is she still alive? Let's screw it. This is the Leprechaun movie, and it's also in space, so, yeah, I'm just gonna stop asking questions.
But it turns out, oh no, Cupcake has lost her clothes, so Harold's gonna have to let her in.
And yeah, this dude is really stupid for letting her in, because, yeah, that's obviously a Leprechaun. Did you not know that he has transformation powers? You likely should have already known this, but, yeah. Also, what circumstance, instead of a porno, would she get naked like that?
Oh, thank you. Thank you. You saved my life.
Please, never do that again.
But what a surprise! It was actually Lep in disguise, as this is the first time Mittenhand is seeing Lep.
You?
Hey man, this is a valuable lesson. Never judge a book by its cover.
Do not let my appearance fool you.
I was about to say the same thing.
But since Harold's alive, they're gonna try to kill Lep, but yeah, this doesn't work very well.
What the fuck even are those effects?
So, Lep wakes up with Love, who clearly loves him, and so Lep can give Mittenhand some DNA with all kinds of weird shit in it and make him drink it.
Now, let's see if we can't get this through your thick skull, Doctor.
Or, put it in his skull. I mean, I guess that works, but, yeah, I think he was supposed to drink that.
But this sadly leads to the shootout, but it ends when Hooker is taken hostage, and Zatrina shows them their fate.
This is your fate.
Damn!
On the planet Dominia, when a woman of royal blood shows you her breasts, it's a death sentence.
But Mittenhand's also gone, but before they leave, Lep is gonna get his gold, so they distract the Marines with, this.
Which is really fucking weird.
Kill! Horizontal buster! Kill! Ah! This is far too violent. Shut up, you! I say! I have such a headache! You're a Marine! Snap out of it!
Yeah, at this point, I don't even know what the fuck I'm watching. Oh, come on! There had to have been a way to save him and not kill him.
He wasn't even human.
Cyborg.
No. A cyborg is someone who was at one point human, but then had mechanical parts put in. An android is what he's classified as because he was never human. Of course, this doesn't matter because, yeah, him being android is completely irrelevant to anything because he's now dead.
Human or not, he was a Marine.
The best.
But it turns out that Mittenhand is still alive and now is Mitten Spider.
Which, yeah, is really fucking stupid. This dude annoyed me earlier when he was human. Now that he's a fucking spider, he's gonna annoy me even more, damn it! Wish he would've died.
But the place is gonna blow the fuck up, and just in case, Lep puts a force field in front of the ship so they can't escape.
Now, Lep, you may not want to start up the self-destruct just yet, because this can screw you over if you stay in there too long, and it will blow you up as well, which, yeah, will really screw you over.
But Lep is getting sick of the bull-busting bitch, so he screws with her a bit. But turns out those bastards shrunk Lep's goal, but the machine that made it small can also make things big.
Well, fuck. I guess I was wrong about Lep never being tall. Well, I may have been wrong, but the effects still look like shit.
I'm magnificent! Alright. Big is good.
Okay, let me think of a joke. Nice cock, bro.
So now they have to deal with Big Lep, and Miguel still has to deal with Mitten Spider.
And I'm not sure why Mittenham didn't kill Miguel, but I guess it doesn't matter because, yeah, I want him to live because, besides Lep, he's my favorite character in this movie.
But Cupcake will still need to help him out, so she goes inside the vents where she, of course, gets her pants ripped off, because fan service, but she has to kill Mitten Hand.
Sorry.
Well, I'm glad you were able to help him out by killing him, because, yeah, I wanted him to die. He was annoying the fuck out of me.
But during that, Books has to steal the Leprechaun, and since Lep is big, he has to get the princess out of there so that they can open up the escape hatch so that he can be sucked into space.
Wait a minute. Fast forward that back. Damn, this movie is cheap.
And now that Lep is dead, they need to figure out the password to stop the self-destruct.
Well, guessing by how Mittenhand was a genius, or at least always called himself a genius, and it wasn't that, the first thing that he said was that he used, like, the Wizard of Oz, so guessing by that, try Wizard.
Detonation has been cancelled.
Damn it, Mittenhand, you always said that you were so smart, but you had a password that easy? You were a dumbass!
But now that's taken care of, they can celebrate with Lep now being dead.
Same to you, pal.
Or, well, actually, he technically isn't dead because he still can move. And he still probably can think, so he's not dead, but he's basically dead. So, anyway, that was Leprechaun 4 in space, and it's shit.
The effects are awful, some of the actors aren't good, the plot is stupid, but this is actually a guilty pleasure to me. I actually can enjoy it, even though I know it's shit. And some of the actors are clearly trying their best. I mean, the movie is shit, of course. And the best actor, of course, is Warwick Davis, who does a great job again. And I also like Miguel Nunez and Hooker, who both did a really good job and were entertaining, but the movie still isn't good with those crappy effects and bad plot and some really bad acting. But it's definitely a guilty pleasure for me, so I'm gonna have to give Leprechaun 4 in space a 2 out of 5.
Next year, though, Lep is going to the hood. Twice, because the writers ran out of ideas, but anyway, see you then.